You're watching Scorching and Swearing with your host, Brandon Swear.
All right, hello and welcome on into Scorching and Swearing. Man, I have a phenomenal episode here for everyone today. I have another amazing pod from Tom Broome. This is his killer mustard. So let me get the close-up for you here. This beautiful pepper is the mustard variant of the killer yellow. So I'm going to once again dive on in and review this. Tom was kind enough to send a few other pods as well, so I will be reviewing a Dragon's Breath and as well as a challenge with some of the killer yellows. So looking forward to that. I have a feeling that challenge is going to hurt, but I will be setting that up for tomorrow. And man, it's gonna be brutal. But it's late here tonight. Might as well go ahead and get one of these done. Received this pod last evening, so less than 24 hours turnaround. Mustard pods tend to ripen a little bit faster, it seems like, than say others. But enough talking, let's get it. Once again, boom. Look at that beautiful color too, by the way, before I go diving into it. And you got that nice like mustardy yellow with some nice green on the other side. I mean, all in all, phenomenal. But hey, I'm Brandon Swear, and this is Scorching and Swearing. All right, I wanted to make sure I got it nice and pulverized to really release all that flavor. And man, all right, let's talk about it real quick. Heat starting to come on. Right off the bat, I did pick up a nice touch of the heat as far as it coming through, but initially that amazing, it did have a touch of earthy, but right off the bat, an amazing actual sweet flavor coming through. My assumption is going to be that more that overall yellow nature to that pod, bringing in some of that amazing sweetness. A little bit, it did have kind of a kiss of a citrus to it. Nothing too crazy, nothing like the killer yellows citrus overload, if you will. I'm just taking over the taste buds. Man, I'm salivating like crazy. This is a tasty, tasty pod. Actually, this might be one of the most tasty mustard pods that I've had. But, all right, so anyways, it starts out kind of a sweet note, then it goes into a little bit of an earthy, but not a grassy taste by any stretch in that earthy note. A little bit smoky, and then straight from there, you're feeling the heat just start to ramp up. Overall, you're feeling the burn mostly on the tongue, the gums, the top of the tongue, under the tongue, like, I guess what would that be? Like right where your tongue connects to the bottom of your mouth. So latching on there pretty good. It's getting a touch in the back of the throat, nothing too crazy. It's got my, it's got my eyes just kind of glassy, not quite watering yet. Man, this is a great pod. I mean, the killer yellow is phenomenal. This is a very unique, interesting green pod, mustard pod. Man, it's got a nice heat. It's still building, so it starts out nice. So like I said, I got all those flavors and everything first. It was kind of a little bit of a delay on the initial heat. And then straight from there, you start to feel the heat build up, and it's still kind of, it's kind of like a small smolder right now, and most of the smolder is gravitated towards the mid to back of my tongue, and then a little touch on my throat, right in here. I did obviously slosh everything around to try to get an even distribution of the burn to really tell where the burn is coming from and how it's sitting. But man, this is definitely a phenomenal one. But I can already feel the heat dying down, and yeah, I'm just left with this amazing mustardy, sweetness, touch of sweetness, but definitely this just very light, earthy, smoky note. Like I said, it was very unique too, how it had a kiss of the citrus. I would assume that's coming through more on the overall Killer Yellow side of things. So this is his mustard variant of the Killer Yellow. This is the Killer Mustard. And that was a pepper from Seriously Hot Peppers from Tom Broome. Got my nose running, there we go. And I'll have the links for everything down below, so you can get with Tom Broome regarding his overall tinctures that he has. Man, he has some phenomenal ones with cap crystals in there at 10 and 13 million. He has some other products as well. Occasionally he'll have some seeds and some powder, so check with him as far as his availability. But once again, thank you so much, Tom Broome, for allowing me this amazing opportunity to try the Killer Mustard. And man, that's a phenomenal one. Can't wait to see how that one continues to go for you, and where it goes from here. But the burn is completely gone at this point. Feeling a little bit of mucus freed up in my nose, and from there, it looks like my other camera died. Good thing I have this one going. From there, you can kind of see a little bit of glossiness going on in my eyes. Nothing too crazy, but man, Tom, amazing job here. I wanted to quickly recap how the Killer Mustard went for me. So overall, I was jotting down some notes just to make sure I have a clear documentation as well of my thoughts and how it came across. This was a 6-gram Killer Mustard pepper, and it was, once again to recap, had an initial sweet and earthy note that came through with just a kiss of citrus for a very brief moment. The citrus kind of came in. Once again, I still believe that has a lot to do with the origins of this pepper coming from the Killer Yellow, and this being the mustard variant. Now, I will say, while it was earthy, it was not quite grassy. So it was not bitter, it was not floral, it was not nutty. It didn't really have a stinging burn. It kind of had a smoldering, kind of like a rolling burn in that mid to back tongue and back of the throat area, upper back throat. And from there, it just kind of lingered there for a good bit. It did die down relatively quick. I will say this did not seem hotter than the Killer Yellow. I still believe the Killer Yellow is hotter from, my first Killer Yellow that I had. Obviously, I'll be doing a Killer Yellow challenge here soon. So just to give a little bit more information on that, I think that ultimately the Killer Yellow was a hotter pepper. I still think this was, at 1 million or close to. If it wasn't, this was a thin-walled pepper. Obviously, I didn't cut it open to clearly state, thin or thick, but just based on how it kind of chewed and everything, and obviously like touching the pepper, you can tell there wasn't much mass to it in that realm. So thin-walled pepper, like I said, amazing flavor, probably one of the best mustards that I've had the chance to eat. And it's just very unique in the way that it was burning, that the flavor came in, and really to be able to have a citrus note found in a mustard pod was pretty cool. But yeah, no bitterness, no floralness. That's awesome as well. Oftentimes you hear a lot of people talk about mustard pods, and they get that nice, they get that bitter, the floral, that extreme grassy, earthy taste, and to not have that was phenomenal. So kudos there, Tom. And yeah, that's the recap. Everything from the world of hot. This has been Scorching and Swearing.
This has been Scorching and Swearing with your host, Brandon Swear.